Where it all went wrong for the defending champs heading into this previous season, Boston Celtics. Well, I don't think it was any secret that this team would fall into this category of drop me a med kit of teams whose seasons were derailed by injuries, but none more devastating than that to Jason Tatum. Game number 4 of the Eastern semis against the New York Knicks on the Garden floor. Boston trying to claw their way back into the series and even it up 2 apiece after blowing consecutive leads, going to overtime in game number 1, having to extend themselves to try to come back to even the series up. Jason Tatum building on a career moment, 42 points. It was a moment that we would remember in the positive for him if the Celtics were to come back, even the series, and ultimately win the series, potentially go on to defend their title. But that tangent storyline was for naught because a torn Achilles derails his season, derails his next season, and potentially derails the franchise and their arc moving forward. It shows you just how quickly things can change in this league, because for the Boston Celtics, we were talking dynasty. We were talking, look at this group. Yes, they're old. Yes, they're expensive. We knew that there was an ownership change where they committed to pursuing multiple titles. It was all going to be contingent on what the outcome of this past season was. And when Jason Tatum, their best player, 4 consecutive first team All-NBAs, goes down with the crippling injury that you could tell in the moment of, I did an episode that day and said it was like a gut punch. Little did we know that it would be a playoffs full of them, but that changed the fate of this franchise for the short term and maybe for the long term as well, as so many question marks for this Boston Celtics franchise moving forward. But where it all went wrong was watching Jason Tatum crumble to the ground with a devastating Achilles injury.